The shadows are back, and the secrets run deeper than ever. A new mystery is about to unfold, and this time every clue, every glance, and every whisper might be pointing to something much darker than before. The Thursday Murder Club 2 isn't just a sequel. It's a return to danger, wit, and the clever chaos of crime-solving retirees who refuse to be ordinary. In the world of murder mysteries, few stories strike the perfect balance between heart, humor, and suspense. The first Thursday Murder Club took us inside the unlikely world of a retirement community where a group of sharp-minded seniors turn their weekly hobby into a crime-busting adventure. Against all odds, they manage to outwit both criminals and the police, proving that age is no barrier to solving deadly puzzles. And now, the wait is over. The second chapter is on its way, and the buzz around the Thursday Murder Club 2 is already building into something unmissable. This sequel promises more than just another case. From the moment the first whispers of a new trailer began circulating, fans started asking the same questions. What new danger will Elizabeth, Joyce, Ibrahim, and Ron face this time? Will their bond as a team grow stronger, or will the weight of the past finally catch up to them? And perhaps the biggest question of all, who will be the next unlucky victim? The trailer itself sets the tone brilliantly. There's a sense of familiarity in the cozy English village setting, but there's also a darker undercurrent running through every shot. We see flashes of suspicious faces, quick cuts of unsettling moments, and lingering hints that this case will test the group in ways they've never been tested before. What's more, the music behind the trailer does not let us forget. This isn't just a charming comedy drama. It's a story with real stakes, real danger, and real consequences. But before diving into the scene-by-scene breakdown of the trailer, let's pause for a moment to talk about why this sequel matters so much. The original film left audiences both satisfied and hungry for more. It introduced us to characters who felt like real people, funny, flawed, stubborn, and brave, and it reminded us that life doesn't stop being exciting just because you grow older. That combination of warmth and suspense turned the movie into a sleeper hit, pulling in not only mystery lovers but also casual viewers who fell in love with the quirky, charming cast. Now with Part 2, the stakes are even higher. Sequels in the mystery genre have to walk a fine line. They can't simply repeat what worked before. They need to up the ante, deepen the intrigue, and surprise audiences who think they've seen every possible twist. And if the trailer is anything to go by, the Thursday Murder Club 2 understands this perfectly. The pacing is sharper, the mood is tenser, and the clues feel like they're deliberately designed to mislead us just enough to keep us guessing until the final reveal. One thing fans will be relieved to see is that the heart of the story, the friendship between our four crime solvers, remains at the center. Their banter, their sharp insights, and even their occasional disagreements remind us that this isn't just a mystery, it's a story about people. People who care, who laugh, who argue, and who take risks for one another. And that emotional weight is what makes every mystery hit harder. After all, when you care about the people solving the crime, every dangerous turn feels that much more intense. So as we step into this trailer breakdown, keep in mind that this isn't just another murder case. It's the continuation of a journey that started with a simple club meeting in a quiet retirement village, a journey that has now spiraled into something much bigger. The Thursday Murder Club is back, and they're ready to face secrets buried deeper, suspects more dangerous, and mysteries more twisted than ever before. And in the next part, we'll go scene by scene, pulling apart the trailer's clever clues, the subtle foreshadowing, and the hidden details you might have missed. The trailer for the Thursday Murder Club 2 doesn't waste a single second. It throws us straight into the tension. The very first frame is a quiet shot of the village, familiar yet unsettling. The sun is setting, casting long shadows over the rolling lawns and tidy cottages. But there's something about the way the camera lingers on the silence, almost daring us to look closer, to notice what doesn't quite belong. This is the kind of opening that whispers, danger is coming, and it's coming sooner than anyone thinks. Then we see Elizabeth, calm, poised, and as sharp as ever. She isn't holding a weapon, but her eyes tell us she already knows something. A flicker of suspicion passes across her face before the screen cuts to black. It's a blink and you miss it moment, but it's powerful. Why? Because Elizabeth isn't the type to show fear easily. If she's unsettled, then we know this mystery isn't going to be an ordinary one. The trailer quickly shifts gears, introducing us to Joyce, Ibrahim, and Ron. Each is caught in their own world, but the editing cleverly suggests they're all being pulled into the same web of trouble. Joyce's lighthearted voiceover, perhaps pulled from her diary, creates an eerie contrast as we see flashes of unsettling images, a hand brushing past an envelope, a car driving away in the dead of night, and a phone ringing unanswered. Joyce often brings humor, but here her warmth feels like a thin shield against something much darker lurking just out of frame. One of the standout sequences comes about a third of the way in. The camera follows the four friends walking through a crowded local fair. Laughter and music fill the background, but the way the scene is shot feels claustrophobic. The crowd presses in, the colors are almost too bright, and for a moment, it looks less like a celebration and more like a trap. We see Elizabeth turn suddenly, as if she spotted someone she didn't expect. The screen cuts before we see who it is, leaving us with the haunting possibility that an old face or maybe a new enemy has entered the story. The trailer also teases us with a recurring image, a simple notebook. It's shown 3 different times, always from a slightly different angle. Once closed and tucked under someone's arm. Once open on a desk with pages scribbled in hurried handwriting. And once half burnt, smoke curling from the edges. Clearly, this notebook is more than a prop, it's a clue. In mysteries, repeated images are never accidental. Could it contain names, secrets, a confession? Or is it simply a red herring designed to keep us guessing? The pacing of the trailer then quickens, cutting between moments of charm and sudden flashes of danger. A smiling tea gathering quickly dissolves into a tense confrontation. A quiet walk along the riverside suddenly cuts to sirens and flashing police lights. And just when you think you've pieced the puzzle together, the trailer throws in a wild card, a shot of a brand new character staring directly into the camera, as if daring us to figure out their role. Their face is unfamiliar, but the way the trailer lingers suggests they might be far more important than they first appear. Perhaps the most chilling part arrives near the end. We hear Elizabeth's voice say, "We've solved murders before, but this time it's different." Her tone is steady, but beneath it lies the weight of something unsaid. Different how? More dangerous? More personal? The trailer doesn't tell us, but it makes sure we're hooked. Right after that line, the screen flashes with rapid cuts, a door being slammed shut. Ron shouting in anger, Ibrahim looking shaken, and Joyce gasping as though she stumbled across something horrifying, and then silence. A silence so sharp. It almost feels like the trailer itself is holding its breath. Finally, the title card appears, The Thursday Murder Club 2, bold, confident, but with a faint echo of unease. The music swells just enough to leave us unsettled, and then one last sting. A faint sound of laughter, distorted and eerie, fades as the screen goes black. It's the kind of ending that doesn't just make you want to watch the film, it makes you need to. What makes this trailer so clever is its balance. It gives us glimpses of danger without giving away too much. It shows us familiar faces while planting enough seeds of doubt that even our heroes could be keeping secrets. And most importantly, it doesn't just tease a mystery, it promises one that will push the Thursday Murder Club into uncharted territory. So, as fans, what should we take from this? Expect the unexpected. Watch every detail closely. And above all, remember this, in the Thursday Murder Club, nothing is ever as simple as it seems. *F the trailer plants the seeds of suspense. It's the cast that makes the whole story bloom. And when it comes to the Thursday Murder Club too, the cast updates are just as exciting as the clues hidden in the trailer itself. After all, in a mystery, every face could be a friend, a suspect, or something in between, and this sequel doesn't disappoint when it comes to familiar returns and intriguing newcomers. First, let's talk about the heart of the club, the 4 detectives we already know and love. Elizabeth is back, her sharp wit and icy calm as unshakable as ever. In the first film, she was the quiet force holding the group together, the one with secrets of her own and a past that still shadows her. Present. In the sequel, her role looks set to grow even more layered. The trailer hints at her being pulled deeper into the central mystery almost, as if this case has a personal connection she can't ignore. Could Elizabeth's own history come back to haunt her? Or will her brilliance once again outsmart everyone around her? Then there's Joyce, the charming diarist whose innocent humor hides surprising bravery. She became the emotional anchor in the first story, offering warmth in even the darkest scenes. But in the second film, her lightheartedness might be tested. The trailer showed us a few flashes of Joyce looking shaken, her diary voiceovers less playful and more reflective. It suggests that she could find herself in the middle of something dangerous, something that forces her to step outside her comfort zone in ways she never expected. Ibrahim, the thoughtful and deeply rational member of the group, returns too. His methodical approach gave the club structure in the first film, but now we see hints that he may be forced into a more vulnerable position. A brief shot in the trailer showed him looking visibly disturbed, as if confronted with something he couldn't logically explain away. For a character who relies on reason and calm, this could mark a major shift in his arc, and it might mean that Ibrahim himself becomes a target rather than just an observer, and, of course, wrong, loud, fiery, and forever ready with a witty remark. His no-nonsense attitude made him a fan favorite, and the sequel looks like it'll give him even more opportunities to clash with both friends and foes. But behind the jokes and the bluster, there's also a deeper emotional side that could be revealed this time. A trailer moment showed him shouting not in humor, but in genuine anger. Who or what could provoke him like that? Could it be connected to one of the newcomers? Speaking of newcomers, the cast update wouldn't be complete without looking at the fresh faces joining the club's world. The trailer gave us only fleeting glimpses, but enough to spark endless speculation. One of the most striking shots introduced a new character with piercing eyes, staring directly at the camera in mere silence. That moment felt deliberate, almost as if the filmmakers wanted us to suspect them right away. Could this be the main antagonist, or is it a clever misdirection? We also catch sight of a younger character, someone who looks distinctly out of place among the older cast. Their presence suggests the sequel might explore generational contrasts more directly, with the Thursday Murder Club having to team up with or perhaps outwit someone far younger and possibly far less trustworthy. New blood always changes the chemistry, and here it might shift the story into unexpected territory. Another subtle but important addition appears in the form of a figure tied to authority. A police officer or detective, shown in quick flashes, appears to have a larger role in this sequel. Their interactions with the club could either provide crucial support or set up conflict, depending on whether they view the retirees as helpful allies or frustrating meddlers. The tension between official investigators and the amateur sleuths was a highlight of the first story, and adding new authority figures only raises the stakes. What makes these cast updates so exciting is the way they promise to expand the emotional scope of the film. Returning characters aren't just repeating their old tricks, they're being pushed into deeper, more personal conflicts. And new characters aren't just side notes, they're carefully positioned to either disrupt the balance or sharpen the drama. In a murder mystery, chemistry is everything. The wrong face in the wrong place can shift suspicion in an instant. And let's not forget, every character in the Thursday Murder Club 2 is a potential suspect. That's the beauty of the ensemble. Even the most charming smile or kindest gesture could be masking darker intentions. By bringing in new players while challenging the old ones, the film keeps us on edge, never certain who to trust and who to fear. In the end, the cast of the Thursday Murder Club 2 isn't just a list of names. It's a gallery of possibilities. Some familiar, some brand new, and all crucial to the mystery that's about to unfold. And if the trailer taught us anything, it's this: expect surprises. Because in this world, even the most ordinary face can hide the most extraordinary secret. The first look at the Thursday Murder Club 2 doesn't just tease a new story, it invites us deeper into the world we thought we already knew. Beyond The trailer, the early stills, behind-the-scenes whispers, and even subtle production hints paint a picture of a sequel that is bigger, darker, and far more personal than its predecessor. And if the first film was about introducing us to this unlikely group of crime solvers, the second promises to test not just their wits, but their hearts. The visual style alone tells us we're in for something new. Where the first film leaned into warmth, the cozy village greens, the inviting cottages, the comforting sense of community, the sequel looks more shadowed, more atmospheric. Even in the stills released so far, we see harsher contrasts of light and dark. Sunlit days give way to twilight skies, and interiors once filled with laughter now seem tinged with unease. It's a shift in tone that signals we're moving from curiosity to consequence. The Thursday Murder Club may still crack jokes, but the crimes they're facing this time appear far more dangerous. One of the most striking glimpses comes from a photo of Elizabeth standing alone in what looks like an abandoned building. Her posture is calm, but the cracked walls and broken windows behind her tell a different story. She's no longer just analyzing from a safe distance, she's stepping directly into places where danger hides. The visual alone suggests that the sequel will blur the line between detective and target. Another behind-the-scenes reveal showed Joyce writing in her diary, surrounded not by her usual cozy trinkets but by stacks of papers and files, almost like she's creating her own investigative archive. Could Joyce's role evolve from a lighthearted narrator to a more hands-on sleuth? If so, it means the sequel isn't just expanding the story outward, it's digging deeper into the characters themselves, letting us see sides of them that were only hinted at before. And then there are the newcomers. A leaked set photo captured a new cast member in conversation with Ron, both of them mid-argument. Ron's body language is fiery, while the newcomer looks cold and controlled. It's the kind of clash that suggests their dynamic won't be one of friendship, but of friction. And in murder mysteries, friction often hides something much bigger: a rivalry, a grudge, or even a deadly secret. The first look also gives us a sense of the stakes. This isn't just another case dropped conveniently into the club's laps. The tone suggests that the mystery of the Thursday Murder Club two cuts closer to home. Maybe it's someone they know. Maybe it's someone they thought they could trust. Or maybe the lines between detective and suspect will blur so much that the group itself will start to fracture. After all, the best mysteries don't just challenge the mind, they challenge the relationships we thought were uncheckable. But what makes this first look so powerful is how much it leaves unsaid. It shows us hints of danger without revealing to crime. It shows us characters in moments of tension without confirming their roles. It shows us familiar friendships under new pressures but doesn't tell us if they'll hold or break. This is deliberate. It keeps the suspense alive, not just for the story, but for us as viewers. We're not just waiting to see who the killer is. We're waiting to see if the club itself can survive what's coming. As we close on this breakdown, one thing is clear: the Thursday Murder Club 2 is not content to simply repeat the charm of the first. It's building something larger, with higher stakes and deeper shadows. It's promising us laughter, yes, but laughter that echoes against the backdrop of real danger. And it's promising us a mystery that refuses to give up its secrets easily. So what does this all mean for us, the audience? It means that when the film finally arrives, every frame will matter. Every glance, every diary entry, every slip of dialogue could be a clue or a misdirection. It means we'll be piecing the puzzle together alongside Elizabeth, Joyce, Ibrahim, and Ron, second-guessing ourselves with every new revelation. And it means that when the final twist comes, it won't just surprise us, it will hit us where it hurts, because we've grown to care about these characters as much as the mystery itself. The Thursday Murder Club is back. The questions are sharper, the suspects more suspicious, and the secrets buried deeper. All that's left now is for us to take our seats, open our eyes wide, and prepare for a sequel that could outwit us all. And before you go, here's one last question. If you were in their shoes, would you have the courage to keep digging, or would you walk away before the next body falls?